Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about today about the hostels on the Camino Frances, Camino de Santiago, because they have different hostels and the prices vary, the different prices. So the hostels on the Camino de Santiago, they've got private hostels, they've got hostels that are run by the village or the community or the church, and then they've got donation hostels. So the private hostels is just anyone, the owner, like I could own my own hostel or you or someone else, which they own their own hostel, and those prices vary from €5 to up to €15, between 5 and €15, and they are better, they are cleaner. Like, you've got internet, they'll have a kitchen, they'll have some will have TVs or chill out areas, or the beds are probably more better because they'll have sheets or a cover if you have a sleeping bag with you. And yeah, but they are different and a bit maybe slightly more expensive, but they are cleaner and nicer, I would say that. I've stayed in all three different ones, I've tried all of them. Yeah, which I'd prefer, I don't know, maybe the private ones. But I wasn't fussy about the hostels really. I just, when I found one, I just take a bed and sleep, because I knew the next day I was moving on. And then you will hear this when you do the Camino, they're called municipals, which they're like run by the church, some of them, the hostels. Like there might be a church, and then exactly next to the church is just a building attached to it, and there's a room and there's a couple beds and you sleep in there. And those prices are cheaper, they're like maybe €5, €6 you'd pay the most. And but some of them don't have like internet, or they might not have washing machine. Some might not have a kitchen. So if you're looking for stuff like that, the municipals won't have them, and they won't even have like a mattress or anything like that, and they're not very clean. That's another thing, because they're run by volunteers, so they haven't got many. So you've got them, and then the donations, which in Spain they call them donativos, which is run by volunteers again, and it's just by donation. So you just give what you feel like at the end of the day, how much you think is worth giving to them. And those are very low, like they're run by volunteers, so there's no internet, sometimes there's not even a kitchen if you want to cook, there's hardly anything. There's a bed, a mattress, you sleep on, that's it. And then you've got your shower and that's it. And then you have to wash your clothes by hand if you want to do that. But yeah, they're very different. But I've stayed in all of them, tried all of them out. Some were better than others, I'd say, but you just sleep, make the most of it, and then the next day you're leaving, so you're not there for 2 or 3 days. And some hostels will serve meals as well in the hostel, so they'll have like a pilgrim's menu, but I'll talk about that on my next video, what pilgrim menus are. So yeah, some will serve food in the hostel. If not, you just go out, in a restaurant or a cafe, or it depends where you are, what they have. So the prices vary, and you just, on the way, if you decide to stop off, you just look around each hostel. You can even ask them if you can look at the room. Some will say yes, some will say no, it depends. So you just have a look around, what you think. But I mean, come on, you can't really expect high class, like they say, what you pay for, that's what you get. Otherwise, you just go and stay in a B&B, in a hotel, bed and breakfast or something, and pay an extra, I don't know, €5, or depends how much now. So yeah, that's the hostels. I mean, they'll just vary, they're different. Some are clean, some are dirty. But yeah, that's part of the journey, the way. That is the part of the Camino. So thanks for watching again, guys. See you later. Okay guys, so I'm going to talk about the food on the Camino de Santiago for pilgrims. Now, what they do, a pilgrims menu is called. You'll hear that a lot. They have them in hostels, and they have them in restaurants and stuff like that. And the prices vary again, between €8 and €12, and you get a three-course menu, three-course meal. So you gotta have a starter, a main, a dessert, and then you get a drink. The drink sometimes is optional, so you could get a beer, a soft drink, or you would get a bottle of wine between, if there's 3 of you, 4 of you, or even if you're just by yourself, they'll give you a full bottle of wine, which has happened to me a couple of times. So it's kind of crazy having a full bottle of wine to yourself. And they're always the same meals, like chicken and chips, or there might be a salad, pasta, spaghetti, or you can have a soup, and for dessert it might be ice cream, or they've got a Santiago cake, which I recommend you eat. It's really nice, one of my favourite, but you can only get that halfway on the Camino. Like when you get to halfway in Galicia, the same regions in Spain that they do it, you will see it on the menu. So the food varies, is pretty much tends to be the same, but I didn't have a problem with it, because you need chicken, you need pasta for protein, carbohydrates, all that, for you to keep walking, and obviously do a salad. Vegetarian options, I mean, there's not many, so if you're vegetarian it might be kind of hard to find off the menu, but you can always, if they've got an option to pick off the menu, then you could. But they do soup or a salad you could have, but yeah, there's not much for vegetarians out there, because always tends to be meat or pasta or spaghetti, or I mean, you could have pasta. I don't know what vegetarians really eat. I'm not vegetarian, I just eat any food, I'm not fussy about it. So it varies, and then yeah, so it depends now. And the other thing is, some of the hostels do cook, or you can just cook yourself. If there's a kitchen in your hostel, you can go to the local store, or supermarket, or a mini market, and buy some food and just cook what you want to eat, what you like to eat. And yeah, that's it.